You need to know the truth about why you still haven't fully shifted into being your ideal self. You know you have all this powerful potential. You know that you're meant for so much more, but yet your past self keeps pulling you back every time you take a step forward. Somehow, you end up going back to your old habits and your old way of thinking, only to feel stuck and unmotivated all over again for the 100th time. Well, no more, because I'm here to tell you not what you want to hear or what you've already heard before, but what you need to hear to finally close the gap between your current self and your future self. All you need to do for now is watch until the end of the video to figure out how. What you hear most about identity shifting is to keep showing up as the version of yourself that you desire to be, which is very true. I'm not saying that it's not. This is actually one of the most important steps of identity shifting. But something you don't always hear about is how you need to stop victimizing yourself. You need to stop sugarcoating things. Stop making excuses and start making changes. You need to accept your current reality instead of escaping it. You need to do something about it. And yes, I'm intentionally being direct and honest and even a little brutal in this video because I need you to snap out of it. If you are not yet living your desired life, which is very much possible for you, it is simply because of you. No one else is holding you back other than yourself, and no one else is coming to save you either. This is just the brutal truth. How often do you find yourself asking, why not me? Why does everything have to be so hard? This is unfair. I'm never the lucky one. And how often do you find yourself comparing yourself and feeling jealous of other people living the life you desire and that you deserve? Okay, so this just means that someone else is putting in the work that you're avoiding to put in. And this is the first thing that I want you to accept. Realize and accept that you are the one keeping yourself back from succeeding in life. And this doesn't mean that you have to hate yourself for it. It's actually the opposite. You're going to use these emotions of lack, of anger and jealousy as your fuel to do better. You need to transmute this energy into willpower and into taking action. The key to quantum leaping into your ideal self is to no longer identify with your past or current self. That version of you that isn't confident in themselves and that isn't disciplined, which by the way, I just made a video on discipline, I'll tag it here. And that version of you that isn't successful, this is not who you truly are. And it's also not who you need to continue being. You can literally shift in any moment. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and stop waiting to be in the mood to take action. You can't just keep waiting for a miracle to happen or to be the lucky one that hopefully makes it. Take control of your life because you're literally here to create whatever life you want. Like, we are genuinely, truly that powerful. Life is like a video game, so choose the character that you want to be. There was a study called the Batman effect, where 3 different groups of children were asked to complete a challenging task. But each group was given a different statement to go by as they completed this task. The first group was asked to refer to themselves as I. Am I working hard enough? The second group was asked to use their name. Is blank or Annie working hard enough? And the third group was given a complete new identity. They were asked to pretend to be their favorite hard-working character, like Batman, Dora the Explorer, or a Disney princess. They even got to wear capes and tools to actually embody that identity. The kids who imagined themselves as their favorite character lasted way much longer. They persisted longer on that task than the other 2 groups. The third group did not give up as fast despite the frustration, despite the challenges, because they actually felt capable. The purpose of this experience was to create self-distance or psychological distance, which just means distancing from your own current identity. By pretending to be someone else, you step outside of your current limited self, and you feel like you have the permission to be more empowered and confident in yourself. Self-distancing removes the noise of, I can't do this. I'm not good at this, which is what you currently believe. And instead, it allows you to act from a higher version of yourself. This is literally what I did when I started this channel. And I've said this several times on here already. Athena is my alter ego. She is a version of myself who is authentic, who is not afraid to be seen, who shows up confidently, who is disciplined and has healthy habits. Because Annie couldn't even get started with making these videos. Annie was afraid and didn't feel confident enough. Annie thought that she would fail even if she tried. So when I'm afraid of doing something or not in the mood to do something, I embody the energy and the identity of Athena. And Athena stops at nothing. And I'm not the only person who has done this. A lot of famous people use this technique all of the time. Beyonce created Sasha Fierce to overcome her shyness and anxiety on stage. Kobe Bryant created Black Mamba to separate himself mentally from personal things he had going on and step more into his assassin-like game focus. Another thing you need to be aware of is that your current self and your future self are operating on different frequencies. So you need to embody the frequency of your future self to become her. Your ideal self has a more optimistic mind. She's present, abundant, and secure, while your current self is fearful with a victim mentality and living in scarcity. This is how you close the gap between your current self and your future self. It's by shifting your mindset, your energy, your habits, and your actions. I know that you might be thinking that this sounds like a lot of work and you don't want to do it, but it's not. You just have to adapt this persona as your own. You're going to become her day by day. And when you embody something, it becomes a natural part of you because it's just who you are at that point. Even the version of yourself that you are today, it's comfortable and easy because you have become her through your environment, through your way of thinking, and your actions. So be patient and compassionate with yourself as you grow into this new version of yourself. And let me also say that how quickly and fast you become this new version of yourself completely and entirely depends on you. You can literally shift in just a few weeks or days, but it normally does take time and repetition, which is okay. Here's how you're going to use the Batman experience and reinvent yourself to close that gap once and for all. Before you create your alter ego's identity, I want you to give her purpose. Ask yourself, what part of myself do I want to activate more of? Is this persona here to help you show up more confidently so that you can be the leader you know you can be? Is it here to help you be open-hearted while also setting boundaries in your relationships? Or maybe it's here to help you become more disciplined and devoted to yourself and to follow through with your goals. Okay, so let's create her. Who is your alter ego? Give her a name. And if you want to wait to give them a name after you get a better feel of this person, that's okay too. It's up to you. Like you already know, my alter ego's name is Athena. What type of mentality does your ideal self have? Is she optimistic, perseverant? Is she strong, wise, fearless? Is she emotionally mature? Is she smart? Think about the type of thoughts that she has on a daily basis and think about the outlook that she has on life. Is she the type of person to know that everything happens for a reason, that she grows through her challenges, or is she the type to victimize herself? What about her energy? Is she someone who radiates confidence? Is her energy bold or calm? Is she strict, kind, or maybe a mix of everything? Is she magnetic? And why is she magnetic? Why are people drawn to her? Maybe it's her heart. Maybe it's how compassionate she is. Maybe it's the way that she stands up for herself. This is also literally the foundation of feminine energy work. And if you're not familiar with that, then check out my channel because I have several videos on feminine energy. And this is the blueprint to becoming a balanced and powerful version of yourself. This is what's referred to as the light and dark feminine energy qualities in you, which we all have. You also want to write down about her external way of being. How does she act? What is her posture like? How does she speak? How does she walk? What does she eat? What is her health like? Is she fit? Is she not? What are her non-negotiables? What does she do for work? Does she actually enjoy her job and what she does to make money? What about her relationships? Are they healthy and aligned with her? What does she do for fun and pleasure? Because it's not just about responsibilities and always being this robot-like person. And one of the most important things, because this is the makeup of how you show up and who you are. What is her daily routine like from the moment that she wakes up to the moment that she goes to sleep? What are the feelings that she mainly embodies? Is she present and grateful? Or is she consumed by doubt and insecurity? I want you to even think about her faith and her connection to spirit. What is that like? To make all of this easier for you and so that you don't skip this step, I have made a free guide for you to follow along when creating your ideal self. So make the commitment to yourself. There's literally no excuse. Schedule time aside to create this character. And most importantly, start showing up as her. When you change your identity, you inevitably change your reality. This is literally the key, the missing piece, the only thing that you need to create the life of your dreams. It's just to change your identity. And if you still want more proof that this is all that it takes, think about any successful person that you know. Do you think that the person running a 100K business is afraid of running a business? Do you think that the person that is confident in themselves is afraid of speaking on a stage or of showing up confidently? Do you think that the person who's in a loving, healthy relationship is afraid of love again? No, these people that have this fulfilling life have a certain mindset. And that mindset is not based on fear or a poor identity. They have the type of mentality where they believe in themselves. And you just need permission to do what you're afraid of. You just need to get out of your own way. So let this new character be your permission slip to show up differently than how you do now. Because your current identity will not get you the 100K months. It won't get you the relationship of your dreams, and it won't get you the version of yourself that you feel proud of being. Once you are perfectly clear on who this person is, you need to start showing up as this person. If you don't, then all of this was a waste of time. Ask yourself throughout the day when you're making decisions, what would Athena or whoever your ideal person is, what would they do? How would they handle this situation? And practice getting the habit of constantly asking yourself this question so that you can make decisions and operate from your highest version, not your current one. There's this really good movie called Hitman where this man starts playing different roles, but he specifically starts playing the role of Ron. And he pretended to be this person until he actually became this identity. I don't want to spoil it for you, especially if you haven't watched it, but I highly recommend watching this movie because it's basically the movie form of everything I just talked about in this video. And it's honestly one of my favorite movies. And this is really it. This is the secret formula without the extraness. You just have to convince your subconscious mind of whatever it is that you want, of whatever it is that you want it to believe. And you do this through repetition. That is the only and true way of reprogramming your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is what operates. It is what creates your reality. And of course, you can do other practices to rewire your subconscious mind, like mirror work, journaling, and inner work. But the fastest and most effective way, aside from the inner work, is to embody that thing, is to do it. You have to just be delusional and show up as that version of yourself you want to be. That's it. It's literally scientifically proven. There are 2 more videos that I have to recommend to you if you want to dive deeper into identity and mindset shifting, which I will link down below for you to check out if you feel called to. Until the next time, my love, mwah, bye.